Welcome, Gravewalkers. I am JT, your host. Today we're doing a tutorial video on mining. Currently patch 3.2.1 just released yesterday. We're going to go through the basics and some of the little nuances of mining to help get you guys up to speed and hopefully get you out there making some credits as quickly as possible. Alright, first things first, if you have not already familiarized yourself with the chart that I posted in the commercial info section of Discord, there's a price list in there that lists the price of each mined commodity per 1%. Get to know that chart and understand it. Basically, it boils down to for every 1% of any given commodity that you find in a rock, that is what you can expect to receive in payment for that mined item. The two items that pay the most are Laranite and Agricium. Laranite pays about 914 credits per 1%, and Agricium pays about 840. Alright, so as you approach the surface, you bring out your mining laser by hitting the M key. When you do this, you will see several little blue rock icons on the ground. These let you know where you can find mineable rocks at, as well as their distance to you. As you approach one that you have selected, cursor highlighted over the rock, it will glow yellow and begin the scanning process to give you a detailed list of what can be found inside that rock. If you do find yourself on the dark side of a planet, you can always hit the 5 key to turn on the light and allow you to keep mining. Now once you've finished scanning the rock and got your detailed list of the materials that are inside of it, let's cover the things that you're going to find on your HUD display. In the top right corner, you'll have the mass of the rock. The middle will tell you the type of rock that it is. There's 3 types: shale, granite, and gneiss. On the left side towards the bottom, there's an instability and resistance rating. The higher the instability, the smaller your green window is going to be when you're mining, and the higher the resistance, the more energy it's going to take to fracture the rock. On the right bottom corner, you have the fracturing sensor. Once that reaches 100%, that rock will split and allow you to extract the different pieces. Also, there's the overcharge sensor. Pay very careful attention to this, because if that overcharge sensor gets anything added to it, the bigger it gets, the bigger the explosion when the rock fractures, which will result in damage to your shields and possibly your ship. Alright, so let's get down to the nitty gritty of it. I really like this rock here. It's got about 3% Agricium, 0.8% diamond, which means I can expect a payout in the neighborhood of about 2700 Alpha UEC. That's pretty good. This is the type of rock we're looking for when we're out mining. Anything that's 1% greater of Agricium or Laranite. So we've got our scan complete. Now there's 2 different modes in mining. There's fracture mode, and if you hit the right click button, it will take you to extraction mode. Now in extraction mode is how you suck up all the little purple pieces that you find after you split the rock open. Alright, now so if you hit the left click button, it will engage your mining laser. And if you use the scroll wheel, you're able to increase the laser throttle. Do this in small increments, and that allow you to not have the energy level jump too quickly that it's not manageable. If you do come across a glitch where you don't see the rock energy level, just cut the mining laser off and take your reticle off of the rock and then put it back on, and once it's back on, that should repopulate and you'll be able to get back to work. There we go. So now we're good. Start mining. Bring my scroll wheel up. I do it in increments so that I can watch the rock energy level start to move. I don't want it to move too fast, because once it passes that green zone and goes into red, it starts the overcharge. On the right side of your screen, there's a fracturing sensor charge bar and an overcharge sensor charge bar. This thing gets into the red and it starts charging that overcharge sensor. The higher that number gets, then this rock's going to blow up. So ideally what you want to do is you want to manage your throttle input for your laser and try to keep it in this green zone. And as long as it stays in the green and doesn't go in the red, the fraction sensor goes up. And as long as once that sensor reaches 100%, this rock will break into a few smaller rocks. And it's when you have such a small window, like what we have here with the instability, you gotta play with your throttle. See, it's the red. So now I'm gonna just completely drop my mining laser. And I'll do this a few times. There we go. If it's jumping into the red, I just go ahead and kill my mining laser. That way, and then I'll restart it, and it's starting its little cooldown to get it out of the red and get into the green. Gives me time to get back to a throttle position that's not going to boost it too fast. So now you see here we have a rock that's outlined in purple. I'm going to right click. It's going to put me into extraction mode. I'm going to left click to engage the extraction. Alright, now if you look at cargo capacity bar, that percentage is going up. I'm sucking up all of the SCUs of mine ore. And you just keep holding, let that stay on there until that rock disappears. Alright, so that one's done. That one's yellow. There we go, got another one. I'm going to go ahead and soak up all the purple ones I can. Kind of clear the area so it shows me what's left. We're already at 25% cargo capacity, and I've only, extracted three little fraction pieces. So we got any more? There's. Now, if my math is right on this load should pay me pretty close to 2,700 Alpha UBC, unless they change the pricing. So I'll get an idea of that when we get back into the hotel with this load. We're already halfway full. Alright, so I still have 3 of these rocks here that are left that are outlined in yellow. We can't extract those yet. So let's go back to fraction mode. Fire up our laser. Alright, so apparently, there we go. If you don't have a rock energy level indicator with your green zone and your red, all you gotta do is just disengage your mining laser, take your reticle off of the target rock, and then bring it back up and let it kind of scan it. And then as it scans it again, it'll pull the information. Alright, so I let my energy jump too quick there. So now this one actually we're using less throttle than we did on the first one because it's a smaller piece. So the mass of the rock does play an effect on how much throttle you're going to need to use in order to fracture the rock. So we don't want to get into the red, so we'll just kick our mining laser out. Oh. There we go. And obviously I had a little bit of overcharge there, so it blew the rocks up, and it will affect your shields, so you do have to be careful with that. Go ahead, grab these pieces. There we go. What's really exciting for me is I'm looking at this, it's a 3% accuracy on rock. This very well could be one of the largest holes I've actually ever come across. I'm sure there's bigger out there, but like I said, I don't mind anything that's less than 1,000 UBC, so, if this pays out, but I think it's going to pay out, I'm looking at 2,700 out of UBC, And I'll put 1 rock. That's not bad for 32 SCU. Alright, we have to split this. The last 3% we need. Let's get our scan. This is small rock, so we don't need a whole lot of throttle. Now the other thing I haven't really covered yet is that the distance of your mining laser to the rock you're mining does affect the power output. In that the closer you are, obviously the more effect that your mining laser has. The further away you are, the less effect it has. So that is a method by which you can manage your how much energy you're pumping into the rock to break it open, is by using your ship positioning to your advantage. You can fine tune it, get to where the bar stays pretty stagnant. That's ideal, where you can get it to stay right in that control zone and not have to worry about it going into the overcharge. Alright, so we're full. Let's exit mining mode. Aim this bad boy up at the sky, full throttle. And let's go see what we made on this. I will meet you guys at Port Olisar. Now that we're back here at Port Olisar, let's get this bad boy landed and go find out how much we actually made off of our rock. And remember guys, if you have any questions whatsoever on mining, running cargo, feel free to ask anybody in Discord. There's a few guys that really specialize in this stuff. It's myself, Lochnar, Captain Morgan. Anytime you see any of those guys on, just hit us up, ask questions. We'll be more than happy to help you any way we can. Alright, so now we're back inside Port Olisar. Here is the normal trading desk for most of the cargo in the game. Now the one we want for mining is actually off to the side over here. Now once you click on it, it will bring up a drop-down menu where you can select your ship. There's our prospector, fully laden. Click on it, and you will see the value of your cargo. Alright, so the price is held true, 2.99% Agricium, paid us 2,699 UEC. Click sell to refinery, click got it, and voila, you have sold your cargo. So now get back out there, go break some more rocks, and go make yourself some credits. As always, be safe, have fun. I'm JT, let's get out of here.